This animation series will explore the anatomy of a wrong surface event. Wrong surface events, such as wrong runway or taxiway approaches, landings, and departures, are a prevalent threat to aviation safety operations in our national airspace system. Several human factors contribute to wrong surface events, which we will further explore by relating them to real-life situations. By understanding the anatomy of these events, we can avoid making similar mistakes. We'll help you identify risk mitigation procedures and best practices to avoid this type of unsafe operation. Through a 3-part series of animations, we will review factors that contribute to wrong surface events. Part 1, Pilot. Part 2, Environment. And Part 3, Training. In Part 1, we will review human factors affecting pilots, such as confusion, complacency, and expectation bias. In this real-life event, a high-performance, experimental single-engine aircraft was conducting a practice instrument approach to a busy general aviation airport. There were multiple aircraft operating on the parallel runways at this airport. Experimental Mike Lima was cleared for a practice approach to runway 28 left and instructed to circle south of the airport to join right-hand traffic for runway 10 right.
Tower, experimental Mike Lima with you on the on-nav GPS 28 left.
Experimental Mike Lima and Tower, continue inbound, report circling southbound for runway 10 right.
Circle south for 10 right. I'll take 10 left if that's okay.
Experimental Mike Lima, I have your request. Helicopter Tango traffic on a 4-mile straight in will be circling southbound 410 right is a experimental aircraft. Make your crosswind turn as soon as able. Left traffic, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
10 left and one right, and crosswind turn.
Evolutions Mike Lima, traffic departing opposite direction, runway 10 left, helicopter.
I'm looking for Mike Lima.
Tango traffic 1 mile east-southeast will be landing on the parallel runway. Experimental aircraft, runway 10 left, clear land.
Clear land 10 left and
Experimental Mike Lima, traffic left crosswind, turning downwind for the parallel runway. Helicopter altitude indicates 500. Runway 10 right, clear to land.
10 right, clear to land, up Mike Lima.
Throw hayward info. Experimental Mike Lima, confirm the line for runway 10 right. Experimental Mike Lima, confirm the line for runway 10 right.
How about that?
Experimental Mike Lima, go around. Experimental Mike Lima, are you able to maintain VFR?
Roger.
Experimental Mike Lima, you have opposite direction traffic. Flight check aircraft inbound. Turn left as soon as able.
Left as soon as able, so Mike Lima.
What can we learn from this event? There are a number of human factors that contributed to this event. Confusion and loss of situational awareness occurred when the pilot was only listening for his call sign. Confusion occurred when the pilot did not listen to all transmissions taking place on the frequency. Had the pilot maintained situational awareness, he would have understood there was already helicopter traffic using the parallel runway he preferred. Therefore, expectation bias occurred when the pilot planned to use the same runway as in the past. ATC cleared the pilot to land on runway 10 right, which the pilot did not expect. The pilot requested runway 10 left. ATC acknowledged the request, but did not amend the landing clearance. The pilot did not mentally process the ATC instructions when he acknowledged and read back ATC's instruction for runway 10 right, as he was still thinking about runway 10 left. Remember, a clearance is an authorization, but on request is only an acknowledgement and can be an unintended trap for expectation bias. It is not an amendment to the clearance you have previously been issued. There are a number of ways we can stop wrong surface landings, and they all begin with the basics. Remember to use best practices to avoid wrong surface operations. Familiarize yourself with chart supplements, airport diagrams, NOTAMs, and other pre-flight resources. Use the FAA's From the Flight Deck videos at www.faa.gov/airports/runway_safety/videos. Verify correct runway alignment by checking magnetic compass orientation, referencing underlying instrument approach courses, using mnemonic devices, and other techniques. Eliminate distractions. Guard against expectation bias and other reflexive human factors. Complete runway safety checks on short final, verifying the correct runway and ensuring that no vehicles or aircraft are present. Always be prepared to go around if in any doubt of making a safe landing on the correct surface. The FAA has several resources that you can use to increase your safety and to promote discussion with your peers and instructors. You can click on the Resources tab. Advisory Circular 61-98 discusses runway safety in Section 2.3, which should be reviewed during your Part 61 flight review. SAFO 17010 discusses the issue of wrong service approaches and landings and provides a number of best practices.